when I look out my window.
Hello traders, Gary Wagner here with the gold forecast, approximately 10:45 a.m. Monday, the 23rd day of May here in Honolulu, Hawaii, and this is the daily report for gold. We do have gold trading higher today in an incredible push-pull scenario with markets giving it bullish as well as bearish emphasis. It is currently trading, as you can see, 15.1660, call it. That is the bid price of the ask bid spread. It is currently trading up roughly $5 on the day. As you look at our daily chart, you can see today's trading activity as a much smaller body, this green candle right in here. Following the breakout that we had the other day, we are seeing, I believe, a pretty nice rise in the precious yellow metal today. Of course, we have, as I mentioned, that push-pull scenario. You have reemerged concern over European Union debt. That's something we've been talking about for quite some time, but that has reemerged in the fundamental dialogue today. You also have crude oil prices down almost $3, below $100 a barrel. You had the commodity complex down as a whole, except for the precious metals themselves. And at the same time, you had the stock market down, with the dollar going lower and now firming up against the euro dollar. So you've had this incredible kind of push-pull scenario in which you have a marketplace that could have gone higher, except that you've got these alternating factors really determining how traders are feeling long-term about the market. On a technical basis, I am looking at this MACD continuing across. I am looking at the fact that when we looked at our pennant formation, we did, I believe, get a breakout to the upside. We do have the market trading higher. And then, most importantly, when we look at this marketplace itself in terms of its longer-term move, you can see that in terms of our Elliott wave count, it is my current belief that we have entered this fifth wave right in here, and that fifth wave should propel us to new highs. Now, in terms of calculating where the market will go, in other words, where that new high might take us, I still am going to reserve comment until we get our first benchmark. And what I mean by our benchmark is when you take a look at any of these wave activities, you know that, for example, for this intermediate, I used this wave 1 right here as my benchmark for my correction in 2, 3, as well as what I'm thinking 5 might bring. So that when we take a look at that, we can look for where we think this marketplace is going. Now, what I am waiting for is this first wave 1 of my minor count to give me a better indication. However, if we simply look and we try to analyze this market in terms of the following perspective, and that is that if we take our wave 1, and this is going to be a scalable line, and we simply look at the distance that that has brought us, and then super inject that onto our next wave, which is going to be wave 5, a equal move would take us approximately to about the 16.25 range. That's going to be a first major target that I think that we can hit. I think that that's based upon just an equal move. Now, if we have a move that is the same as, let's say, wave 3, and wave 3, of course, was a much larger wave right in here, and let's go ahead and do that. You can see that there's going to be quite a difference, because if I take this line here and then project that over, let me get a little bit more room for that, you'll notice that that takes us to a much higher target, and that target is up near 1700. So that I really, until I get a sense for this first minor wave right in here, I can then take that and calculate what I think we'll see for the retracement of our minor 2 correction, our 3 impulse, our 4 correction, and then our 5, and really determine where within this particular cycle or band is a likely outcome for gold to travel to. But I can tell you this, that in terms of rules of thumb, the fifth wave can absolutely be the shortest. It is simply stated that wave number 3 cannot be the shortest. Wave number 1 is typically our benchmark, but here's what I want to tell you, and that is if historical references will pan through in this particular run, we have historically seen in gold wave 5 be the strongest of the 3 impulse waves. If you look at, for example, this last move here, our wave 5 was tremendously long. Based upon that, if we just get a move that is equal to wave 3, we are looking at $1,700 gold. As I said, I want to reserve this until I get a little bit more data and I can do a little bit more analysis that I'm comfortable with. But as a cursory look, I wanted us to start our Monday morning having a sense or a feel for what is possible and what the potential is in the gold market. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading, and we'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.
Many sights to see, and when I look in my window, so many different people to be, that it's strange